This is a walkthrough for creating a tester quiz in Sakai and how to make an accessible tester quiz with extended time. We will be using a project site to practice with, but at the end of this walkthrough, you will be able to successfully create tester quizzes for your own courses in Sakai. These instructions can also be used for any course, so feel free to use this as a reference in the future. Go to the course titled Quiz with 1.5 Time. You may have to look under More Sites located in the top blue bar. Go to Tests and Quizzes over in the sidebar and give your quiz a title by typing it into the Assessment Title text box. Leave the option to create using Assessment Builder selected. Then click the Create button. Now you can start adding questions to your quiz. You already have Part 1 added. Go to the second drop-down menu titled Select a Question Type to insert a new question. We are only going to work with multiple choice questions for this exercise, but you can experiment with the different question types offered in Sakai if you wish. In the drop-down menu, choose Multiple Choice near the middle of the list. The screen will change once you do this, so don't worry. You are right where you need to be. It's time to set up your question. The first thing you need to do is add a point value. It's best to make sure the total points for the quiz add up to a whole number. For this exercise, we are going to give all questions a point value of 2. Leave the display set to yes so students can keep track of their grade as they go. We are going to make a single correct answer question. Please make sure this option is selected. You are finally ready to type in your question. Please input the question text for question number 1 here. Scroll down and input all the answer choices for question 1 in the corresponding text boxes. Then select the radio button next to the correct answer. For our exercise, the correct answer is C. It is good practice to randomize the answers for your quiz or test questions to deter cheating, so please change this option to yes. At the bottom of this page, you have 2 boxes in which you can give feedback. If the answer is correct, you can congratulate the student by saying, "Good job," or provide supplemental information about the answer. If the answer is incorrect, you can tell the student the correct answer or suggest they review the chapter or lecture notes where the correct answer was discussed. For this exercise, we are only going to give an incorrect answer feedback, which is the last text box. Please type in "incorrect" and include the correct answer here, then save your work. Now you'll see your finished question on the question list page. Read through to check your work. It is easier to proofread before publishing your quiz to avoid grading mistakes in the future. You can also use this page to remove or edit questions and insert new questions. At the bottom, click on the drop-down menu and add another multiple choice question. Repeat the same steps until you have all 3 questions created. When you are ready, go up to the gray bar. You'll find links for Preview, Print, Settings, and Publish. You are now ready to click Publish. The publishing stage is simple. If you are not ready to publish, click Cancel and you can go back to continue working on your quiz. We are going up in the gray bar to click on Settings. In the Settings menu, under Availability and Submissions, set the time limit for this quiz to 20 minutes. You can find this at the end of the line for availability dates. Save your settings and publish. Click Publish and make sure the drop-down menu next to it says Without Notification. The test students do not need to get messages, but this is a handy feature. So what happens when one or more students need extra time for their tests and quizzes? The answer to that is simple. You have to create groups and new copies of the quiz. For this exercise, we are going to create a group with 1 student in it. This will be the student who needs more time. Go to Site Info in the sidebar. Click on Manage Groups in the top navigation bar. You'll see a group list with all students listed. Click the Create New Group button in the top navigation bar. Now you can give the group a title. Give it a nondescript name for the sake of the student's privacy. Here we are going to use your name plus group as the title. Other good names would be to use the course ID plus 1.5, or course ID plus copy, or subject name of the test plus 1.5, or subject name of the test plus copy. Do not check the box under the description that reads, "Allow members to see the other members," if you have a group with more than one student. Go down to the membership list. Select a student from the site membership list. We are using student D, but you may choose any of the 4 students. Click the button with the arrow to the right to move that student over to the group member list. Scroll down to the bottom and click Add. You should see the group list main menu page with your new group listed. Go back to Tests and Quizzes and scroll down until you find your quiz. You should see it listed under both the Working Copies and Published Copies tabs, but stay on the Working Copies tab for now. In the drop-down menu next to your quiz title, select Duplicate. Sakai will ask you if you are sure you want to duplicate this test. Go ahead and click the Duplicate button. You should now be back to your Test and Quizzes main menu with your duplicate test added. It should have copy number 1 added to the title. This will be the quiz with extra time. This quiz is not yet published, so you won't find it under the Published Copies tab. How can the students access this quiz? In the drop-down menu next to the duplicate quiz, select Settings. Under Availability and Submissions, right at the top of the section, there's a line that reads, Assessment Released to Entire Site. Open that drop-down menu and click on Selected Groups. Choose your group name from the list. If the group names do not show right away, click Save and Sakai will refresh the page while also alerting you to choose a group. Adjust the time limit to 30 minutes. Save settings and publish. Then you are done. You have created a quiz and created a quiz with extended time available to certain students.